Thank you. That was very helpful because I wasn't fully clear what the Firebird was, and that was a very clear explanation. When you said everything, well, it depends on the vibrational frequency. Does the soul realize the infinite?
The soul realizes it is not the finite. It doesn't know the infinite, but it is a manifestation of the infinite. And once it has eliminated the finite, the infinite is what remains. It's not the soul any longer. The soul disappears as well. It finished its function, right? Like the caterpillar dying and the butterfly emerging. The butterfly is not the same any longer. But that realization will permeate the body so that the character will then become a manifestation of the Absolute Self. It won't be the soul, and it won't be the ego, but it will be that vibrational frequency of presence that is always empty and yet is always the river of life, of love emanating, and of the treasures coming out of the ocean of consciousness that will be transmitted and shared with everyone.
Thank you. That's very helpful. And also, is there a natural relationship between the ego and the soul, or there can't be a relationship because the ego is fictional?
Negation. It's the negation, yeah. Okay. Because it's the knowledge that the ego is not real. Mm-hmm. It's a fictional creation that you made into a story, and that story became structured so that it suppressed many of its own chapters. In other words, many of the aspects of the story of who your ego thinks it is are in the subconscious, and they may only come out in the form of nightmares at night. They may only come out in the form of karma, right? But if you remain in that state of the total awareness of the Buddha nature, all of it gets integrated and annihilated because it's all made up of opposite tendencies. And then both of those polarities dissolve and leave the pure light of presence without qualities. That's Parabrahman. That's who you are.
Okay, thank you. That's very beautiful. And one last thing is, if it's all an illusion anyway, it doesn't need to all be known and understood.
Let's put it this way. Instead of saying it's an illusion, it's a work of art. God is the ultimate artist, and this theodrama is the ultimate play, all right? And so, if you are a connoisseur of great art, you will want to know the meaning of all of this, right? But you'll be motivated by your own resonance with the beauty, the genius of the consciousness of God, to the point where you will just melt into that in awe and wonder, and no one is left, because you also are the art of God. You're a manifestation of that divine artwork. You don't exist other than that.
What could be more awesome than that?
Exactly. Now stay in that state of awe, and that's already liberation.